Hello everyone. Very rarely do I have to make do I do product reviews. And this is one such because I felt this product was good enough that I would like to recommend it to anyone in the gaming community. Now, I'll preface with this. I currently have Verizon FiOS. And, you get low latency, you get high speed, it's your typical fiber solution. But FiOS does have a few problems. What are those problems, you ask? Simply put, the router is trash. If you're playing on Xbox or if you're playing on PlayStation, you either get these crazy latency spikes, and in turn you get lag spikes from it. And many times on Xbox, I have it where the connection will just randomly drop off and then come back, and it'll come back. It's incredibly frustrating. And of course, Microsoft says, I actually only live in like a 5,000 foot square house, right? According to Microsoft, Verizon, they say it can cover a 10,000 square foot house. Yeah, my ass. And it's the, I believe it's the Action Tech M420WR or something like that. It's put simply, it's the orange and black one. And I've just gotten absolutely tired of dealing with the crazy lag and the connection drops and stuff. And I was been looking for a solution. I tried the Powerline solution. You typically find those by like Netgear and TP-Link or whatever. They're the two biggest in that sector of the market, and that particular sector of the market, in which it uses the electrical circuits in your house to communicate between a node and a receiver, and the receiver actually is connected to your router. They find each other through your house. Put simply, you plug one where your router is, and then you plug one where you want internet at in your house, and they find each other, and they're able to use your electrical circuits to communicate. Those were good for streaming, not very good for gaming. Especially if you have stuff plugged in around where either the node or the receiver is, it creates all kinds of problems. Fine for streaming, terrible for gaming. Just heads up anybody who thinks about that. Now, the solution I've found so far that works, and I'm very impressed with it because I thought it was too good to be true, is a Mocha solution. What is Mocha? If you've ever had cable internet, you've actually used Mocha. Mocha stands for Multimedia Over Cable Alliance. It allows me basically to plug in an adapter with coax on one side and then plug in my Ethernet cable on the other, and I'm able to use the coax infrastructure in my house to basically make a wired connection to the router, since that is a Mocha supported router. And the easiest way to know if your router supports Mocha is it'll have a coax cable, a coax plug in the back of it, and that's how you know. Or if you guys have a regular traditional router, there's what is known as Mocha adapters, it's just a little Ethernet to coax adapter that you just plug in one of the Ethernet ports. Nothing too big. I have to say that, with all that being said, DirecTV, Dish Network are not supported by this. Uverse is not supported, and that actually has to do with more of a frequency thing as opposed to not totally supporting Mocha. It's just their frequencies interfere with it. If you have a Mocha supported router by Comcast, or what are they now, Xfinity, whatever, you guys know what I'm talking about. Same thing there. And I'm not even sure if whatever Time Warner calls themselves, if they even do Mocha routers. I want to say they supply cable, but I don't know if they don't necessarily have I don't think they supply routers that support it. Anyway, how did this affect my gaming? I went from doing, in terms of speed, and these are real speed numbers, by the way. It's not speedtest.net or anything like that. My speed went from 28 down and 30 meg up to 100 meg down and like 85 up, which that's just insane. Sadly, I lost some latency. I lost 26 milliseconds of latency on average. So I went from 9 milliseconds to I get about like 35 milliseconds of latency now. But since it's more consistent, I'm more than willing to deal with just that reduction of latency, as well as just having much higher bandwidth and taking full advantage of this fiber connection. And the setup is actually very easy as well. All you really have to do, especially if you have a Mocha router, what you just do is take the cable out of your cable box or wherever you want internet to be supplied. Plug it in, screw it into the Mocha adapter, plug in the Mocha adapter, and then put your Ethernet cable in the other side, and boom, you have a wired connection. If you don't have a Mocha router, you have to buy the 2-pack. They have a kit. This kit, actually, this is the Action Tech Mocha Network Adapter Kit, which comes with 2, where just like the Powerline solution, you have to put one near your router, or near a coax plug where your router is, and then you have to put one where you want internet to be supplied, and then they find each other. But if you already have a Mocha router, you just need to buy one of these. And this is probably the biggest issue that many people will have with this, and it's simply the cost of it. The Action Tech Mocha adapter solutions are, for one, which comes with an adapter, an Ethernet cable, coax, user guide, and the AC adapter, right? That is, and a splitter in case if you need to filter, if you need to actually filter off between the 2 frequencies further. That's $90 for one. For 2, it's $160, which fair enough, you save a bit of money there. But yeah, it's a bit of a hefty price. Do I feel it was worth the price? If you want quality internet and you're away from your router, I would say go buy it. Maybe try to find some second-hand ones. But it's one of those deals where if you have the money to get it, get it. But if you don't, I wouldn't fret. If you have FiOS and you want to be able to be hardwired even though your router may be 1 or 2 floors down from you, I highly recommend this. This is probably Action Tech's best product, because I'm just going to be honest, Action Tech's routers and switches and all that's just trash. This is by far their best product. And yeah. Please, if you have any questions regarding this product, any questions about my experience or where you can purchase this product, I'll leave a link in the description box, and feel free to put your questions in the comments. Have a good day.